Was having trouble with this Chrysler autopilot unit and thought it was worth sharing a little video. It might help somebody at least do some aspect of removal or service of this thing in the future. So if you want to see the top of this thing, this is made by Perfect Circle, and it looks like that. Autopilot. What the problem was is the speedometer quit working, and the cable actually broke. So I don't know if it was a problem with the cable or if there was some binding happening in here, but the way this works is a cable runs from the transmission, which has a pinion gear in there to drive the cable, into this port, and that spins another gear that's in here and then turns this, which then goes to the back of the speedometer inside the car. So the issue was that I didn't know whether this thing was going to need, like, when it was serviced last, if it needs lubrication or anything like that. So removing this was a little bit of a learning curve, and I will say that, well, first of all, when you take these off, I just mentioned which goes to which, but also that has like a keyway, like a tack drive would, and this is just a square. So you kind of can't get them wrong when you put it back together, but anyway, just in case. So if you're standing at the driver's fender, that's farther away from you. This is closer to you. But here is where the cable for the control knob connects. And at the end of the cable, there's a ball, and that goes into this little receiver right there. And so you've got to basically, there's a long hexagonal, and I'll show you a view of this. It's just down at the car right now, not where I'm at. And there's a long hexagonal piece you have to slide down the cable, and it's kind of like a collet. It's like it has a nut that you tighten, and then it like grabs the cable. So you got to loosen that little nut, and then the long hex part is like a collet at the end. And I ended up having to put a little penetrating oil and tap it with a punch to free up the cable. But anyway, once you do that, then you can get to where you can pull the end of the cable out of there and remove the whole thing. So what I did was I took the 3 screws, they're just flathead screws, out from here. And what this is, this has a brass bushing and a plastic gear. Down inside there is a metal gear, and that's what actually transfers rotation to the plastic gear to drive the speedometer in the back. Let me see if I can't shine a light in there. Right, so there's your metal gear, and it was stiff, so I used the screwdriver to turn this, and it was kind of stiff. So I put a light machine oil. This is actually Zoom spout oil, but it's kind of like sewing machine oil. It's a light machine oil, and I got that down in all around there and spun this around several times, and could definitely feel where it got to, especially like if you hold